every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 192nd day of my challenge where I'm gonna try... Please don't mind the noise, I will explain it in just a second. I'm gonna try vanilla gelato today, and in addition to that I have so many new things to say. First, let's stick with the recipe first. So I googled and I thought that gelato is some special kind of ice cream, but from what it seems I feel like it's just ice cream in Italian. I don't know, but I could swear I saw in some places like ice cream and gelato next to each other, so I always figured that this is something special because, I don't know, I've never tried gelato, so I thought that it's something ooh. But in any case, I'm gonna make my first ever own homemade ice cream, which is so cool. So another thing I wanted to share is that this is actually a new camera. I really hope you can see the difference. So this is how you saw me previously. Almost every single recipe I tried, I was using this camera, and while I really loved it just because I had it, I always wanted something which I could show you the food better with, that I could zoom in and you could see all the little details. And I feel like with this one I will really be able to do that, so I'm really excited. This will be the very first recipe I'm gonna trying this camera out. And okay, now for the last news. This is the little munchkin. You will hear and see, I'm pretty sure, quite a lot, because this is our new family member and she's so naughty. She's little, very little. She wants to participate in everything, and well, she likes to play and make noise and make mess. So meet Luna, which I'm pretty sure you will hear and see somewhere in the background. And she really doesn't want to be on my hands. Luna, Kostya. I love her so much. Okay, so now let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna need 7 egg yolks, 2.5 cups of milk, 130 grams of sugar, half a cup of heavy cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Ooh, I'm loving this so far. This is all about the food, and I love that I can zoom in that much. I can actually zoom in even more, but I want you to see the food. So I will start by adding the egg yolks and the sugar to this bowl, and I'm gonna beat them with a handheld mixer for 2 minutes. I'm waiting for it to become really pale and kind of creamy. Oh my goodness, you would never expect that from egg yolks, would you? It's like whipped cream almost. And now I will warm up the milk together with the heavy cream in a non-stick pot, which I'm not really sure if it's non-stick, but you should use a non-stick pot and you should warm them together over medium heat. Laura says it should take about 3 to 4 minutes because you don't want it to be boiling. You just want to warm it up, and you should understand that this is happening when you see or start seeing little bubbles forming around the edges. And another thing, which actually my mom shared with me, so I'm like growing as a cook apparently, is whenever you are warming milk, you want to kind of wet the pot you're warming it in. Just put some water, splash it around and discard it, because in such case milk will never or should never burn to the bottom, which it actually tends to do. Did I also mention that you should do that over medium heat? Well, anyways, medium heat milk together with the heavy cream for 3 to 4 minutes. You see those little bubbles around the edges? That means that it's actually warmed up. So now I can proceed. I will put a couple of ladlefuls of this warm mixture into the egg yolk mixture and mix it in. And I will be sure to be quite quick with it because this is tempering with the eggs. That is bringing them up slightly with the temperature so that once I add this mixture here, the eggs wouldn't scramble. So once I temper with the egg yolk mixture, I'm gonna add it here and then on low, I've reduced the heat to low, I will cook it for 8 minutes, stirring constantly. 8 minutes have passed and now it's time for Laura's tip, which I always suck so bad at the first time I try it anyways. So you should have mixed with a wooden spoon, which as I didn't have one, I just kept on mixing with the whisk. So take that wooden spoon. For me it will be this wooden spatula, and by the way I turned the heat off. So I will dip it into the mixture, then run my finger like so, and if the mixture stays separated, Laura says it thickened enough. So let's see. So I don't know, again, you see, this is, let's say it thickened enough, but I feel like this is actually just foam. I don't know. Let's try one more time. Mix, mix, mix. I have lots of foam apparently. I honestly don't understand. So anyways, so yeah, that's Laura's tip. For me, I'll just assume that maybe it thickened enough and proceed. The only thing left for me to do today is to mix in salt with vanilla extract into the custard. And once they're there, I will strain the custard over this fine sieve, which I actually bought specifically for this recipe, just because the finest sieve of my mom's, I felt like was not fine enough, because you do want anything that is not supposed to be in the ice cream to be caught here, like, I don't know, maybe a piece of egg curdled, or there's just like a little piece of something, I don't know, like something burned or something. I want the ice cream to be really smooth. So everything that gets caught here will be discarded and the custard will be left in this glass bowl. And this is the part which I will do a little bit different than Laura, just because one, I'm afraid of plastic wrap melting, and two, I'm afraid of my mom being angry at me if I put the hot custard into the fridge. So first I will let it cool down to room temperature, leaving it open just like so. And once it is at room temperature, I will cover it with plastic wrap, making sure that the plastic wrap would actually touch the custard so that no skin would form until tomorrow. And then I will put this into the fridge overnight. And I will also put the insert of the ice cream machine into the freezer overnight as well. So I will see you tomorrow. Hey there! So this is the next day, or well, today for me. And don't let the sun, which you probably can see like reflections of sun here and there, fool you. This is so cold. Today is so cold, even colder than yesterday. There's so much snow outside and I feel like I'm having or starting to have a sore throat. So this is actually really funny, but I'm so excited nevertheless because come on, like homemade ice cream. This is the first homemade ice cream I'm gonna make with an ice cream machine. So I don't know, I'm like so excited. So here I have the parts of the ice cream machine which I did nothing with. This is the insert, or two inserts I guess, which spent the night in the freezer, and this is the custard which spent the night in the fridge. But 10 minutes ago I put it actually into the freezer as well because I want these to be extremely cold. So the only thing for me to do is just to add the inserts into the ice cream machine, pour the custard in, and then turn it on and let it do its, I don't know, magic, like ice cream. I don't know, like I'm so excited. So you should check your ice cream machine's instruction to know how long it should take you. Mine is so vague. It says anything in between 15 and 30 minutes. So I don't know, I guess I'll start checking at 15 minutes mark. But other than that, I'm so ready. Goodness, this is not happening, and I'm pretty sure I know why. How do I do this? I think I didn't cook it enough. I mean, I think it didn't become thick enough, the custard. So yeah, now I'm thinking, can I like reverse the process? Like if I let this come back to room temperature, can I cook it a little bit more to just make it thick enough and then try again tomorrow? Or should I start from the very beginning? I don't know. I think I'll go Google. After Googling extensively, I've learned that first, my puppy's awesome because she was always by my side trying to cheer me up, and that's her toys you can hear because she's still like all around and trying to cheer me up as I got really bummed that this is not ice cream yet. Good news though, that I can reuse this custard, and I feel like this is kind of like a turning point where I'm either making a big mistake or I'm helping this recipe along. So I feel like this is not custardy enough. That is, I didn't cook enough yesterday, I feel like. So I'm thinking of reheating this because it did kind of come to room temperature. Well, it's still cold, but not that cold anymore. So I'm thinking of reheating it and over low heat, just kind of while stirring constantly, make it more into a custard. And I've also learned that the number one most common problem while making homemade ice cream is not letting your inserts of the ice cream machine freeze enough, that is, them not being cold enough to actually turn the custard into the ice cream. So I'm thinking I will wash the inserts and then I will put them back into the freezer, or maybe even better so outside because it's, I feel like, way colder than in the freezer, and let it freeze for like whole day or maybe even 2, just to be sure and safe. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Make this more of a custard and just freeze everything. Okay, so I warmed it up for 4 minutes and then I cooked it for 15, and now I'm happy. It does look more like a custard. See? It's way thicker. Okay, ice cream, happen. I will die from happiness. 15 minutes have passed and I thought I will check on it and see how it is after 15. Look at this! Oh my god, this is ice cream! Okay, I don't know. Should I let it go more? But this is ice cream already. Okay, I will let it go 5 more minutes and see the difference. 20 minutes mark. Oh my god. I'm speechless. This is legit ice cream. Oh. Okay, 5 more minutes, but that's it. Okay, so this is really cool. First, I will take a bite. Oh my god, I cannot believe I made ice cream. This is ice cream. Oh my goodness. I can totally feel some here. This is so good. Oh my god. This is so creamy. Maybe a little bit too sweet for me, but I will not complain today because, man, this is my own homemade ice cream. I was so nervous that it won't happen today as well. I don't know how else to praise myself. I was so nervous that it won't happen today neither, but I took some precautions. I think boiling the custard a little bit more, or cooking, I guess, to make it thicker definitely helped, as well as freezing the inserts for 2 whole days. So I started this recipe when? On Monday, and today is Thursday, and in addition to that I had lots of stuff happening here, so I already see the downside of having a widescreen camera. You can see my mess there, but I have lasagna waiting, which I will try shortly. I have dessert and I have soup boiling there, so again, well done. This is like such a cool day for me. So I'm really happy about this ice cream. It's really soft and you can definitely feel like it's, I don't know, it's a weird word to use for ice cream because I don't think I've ever used it before, but there's something about it which just makes it feel so fresh, I guess. I don't know, and I had that small ice cream scoop. I thought I will make a couple of small ice cream balls, but man, this is melting really quickly. So I really hope that this was helpful because I feel like whenever something doesn't happen from the first time and I come across some kind of trouble or problem or whatever, we can, all of us, learn the most. So definitely give enough time for the custard to thicken. Just if you don't know your ice cream machine well enough, this is cold. I should like put it back to the freezer. I don't know, it's cold. I will put it here for a second. So if you don't know your ice cream machine, definitely give it enough time to freeze, and I wish you all the best luck, but this is really cool. You should definitely try at least once making ice cream at home. And I was waiting out for, well, ice cream machine because I didn't have it previously, and you can actually make it without it, but that takes so much longer though. When I think about it, I don't think it would be as long as it took me now. 4 days, but I have this right now, so I hope you're proud of me too. So if you want, go and check the original recipe by Laura there. The written one, as always, is in the description box down below in both American and the metric systems. and I'll be running away because this is cold. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!